Well, this is fantastic. So here we are in our 13th century setting. What sort of things do I need to know to survive?
Well, let's make an assumption you've got somewhere to live. It's going to be a stone building or possibly a wooden one, certainly with a roof of thatch or something like that. And as we know in Wales, it occasionally can be a little bit cold and damp. So you need some way of keeping warm and cooking, and maybe if you're a blacksmith, heating your forge, so you need a fire.
So how do you start a fire?
Right, well you need two things, air, fires can't burn without it.
So the knights are the celebrities of the time, really. They're like the David Beckhams, and I would be Timmy Mallet.
I'm afraid so, although you would have some skills.
So for me to survive in the 13th century, I need to become skilled with weapons too.
Well, you're in luck there, because I happen to have a few swords and other weapons, bow and arrows certainly, so I think it's time to get you outside and get you practising.
And I'm going to get to play with swords, am I?
Yeah. Come on. Well, as you can see, at no extra expense, I've got you some Welsh weather.
Thank you so much. It's very 13th century. Now, what exactly have you got set up for us there?
Well, up here, I've got a demonstration to show you just what a medieval sword can do.
Now, I've always thought the medieval swords were so big and so heavy. They were designed to smash their way through bones and crush their way through sinew to defeat your enemies, and you had to be really strong to pick them up.
If you want a weapon that can do that, why not just use a lump of wood if you want to leave your enemy bruised? But no, a sword is about 3 pounds of metal, no more. It's razor sharp, it's very expensive, and you want it to be a really, really good tool. You want to be able to chop someone to pieces very, very quickly. I mean, we've got evidence from medieval war graves of arms and legs being just sort of surgically sliced clean off.
That's horrible.
But it's very effective.
Now, why have we got a straw mat here, by the way?
Right, well this actually is a technique that we use in Oriental martial arts, but it's perfectly acceptable to show you here. This is just a straw mat, the sort of thing you lie on the beach, you buy for 99p. Once you roll it up, I mean, have a feel of this. This is very similar to the density and thickness of an arm or a leg of a not particularly fit person.
So my arm or leg then, basically.
Yeah,
right.
and we've soaked it a little bit, so it's got some moisture in there. So what we're going to do is show you just how a sword is going to be able to cut straight through that. And this is the sword of a prince or an earl or even a king. That's real gold, and well, you feel for yourself.
That is amazing. That's so light, but it feels it's really solid. It's almost like holding a tennis racket or something.
Right, well, there's the mat. You saw how it was done.
That's really weird, holding such a sharp sword. It's amazing craftsmanship, as you can see. This really is the cutting edge of weapons technology of the 13th century. Let's see if I can actually use it. Wow. Even me, a rank beginner, I've killed him. He's dead. Look at that. So what are we going to do here?
Well, we're just going to do a little demonstration of the bow.
Yep.
It's nowhere near indicative of what you'll be doing if you're shooting on a battlefield, but we'll give it a go and see what happens.
All right.
I'm going to string my bow first, and then I will string yours.